Hello, Florida FBLA. Welcome to our second webinar of the year. And I'm super excited to be here with our amazing state officer team to explain all the things FBLA. So tonight we have some really special people with us today. We have, first of all, our Region 1 Vice President, Amanda Langston, our Region 5 Vice President, Rylan Gonzalez. We have our State Secretary, Ethan Gozali, and then we have two very special guests, Benoit and Shruti Patel. So I'm super excited to be here tonight with these incredible individuals to explain to you all these incredible things we're going to be going through today. Everything from district updates to SFLC, NFLC, how to get more involved. All these different things are super exciting, and we have just a boatload of information to share with you tonight. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are, and let's get started. I'd like to really just start by talking about how important webinars are, as a whole, because you all that are listening tonight, I mean, it's just so incredibly important to, to stay updated and informed with FBLA, because there's really so many opportunities that are there for you. And so us as the state officer team think it's our responsibility to keep you guys updated and to make sure all of you are informed so that you can take full advantage of those opportunities that FBLA has to offer. And so I think we should get started by talking with our regional vice presidents, Amanda Langston and Rylan Gonzalez, about the ins and outs of their districts, their regions, and really all the things they have been doing. And there's some super exciting news. So I'd like to start by turning it over to Amanda.
Okay. Hey guys, I would like to give my Region 1, a shout out for being amazing. I had a wonderful time attending some of your district rallies, and it was nice meeting all you new people. Continue your hard work towards our state and national project. And if you have any questions or would like me to visit your school, please contact me. I would be more than happy to respond and visit your school.
Okay. Awesome job, Amanda. And I'd like to also turn it over to Rylan, who has some amazing news to share as well about his region. Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Michael. To elaborate on what my distinguished colleague has said, it was an honor to attend all of the district rallies that I got the chance to. And those who didn't, if you ever want me to come visit your chapter or anything like that, my email is on the FBLA website, and I'm always happy to hear from you guys. It really was an honor to come see you, and I'm excited to be back, whether it's to visit a chapter or to visit an award center. I'm always here. That's my job, and I'm happy that I get to do it. Back to you, Michael.
All right, awesome. And so I'd like to also add a little note about something that's happened really recently in FBLA, and that is our State Fall Leadership Conference. So it has been a super exciting time with the Battle of the Districts and our open event testing and our networking opportunities and our speakers and all of those incredible opportunities that some of you were able to experience. And I'm super happy about the result of the State Fall Leadership Conference, and I hope many of you all were able to enjoy it as well. I think it was an incredible experience. And if you haven't had the opportunity to attend a State Fall Leadership Conference yet, and you have the opportunity to do so in the future, I implore you to take that opportunity, because it is really that intimate moment where you can connect with your state officers and you can have all these incredible opportunities that really you wouldn't be able to have in that bigger statewide environment. And so I really encourage you all as members to take that opportunity and go to the State Fall Leadership Conferences whenever you have the opportunity to do so. And with that, I'd like to transition to something larger, something more like the National Fall Leadership Conference. And we actually have a state officer with us that had the incredible opportunity to attend one of these National Fall Leadership Conferences, and that is our State Secretary, Ethan Gozali. And so I'll turn it over to him to explain his experience at the National Fall Leadership Conference and what he did there and what was all about and how Florida was represented there.
Hi, everyone. I'd like to just take a moment to apologize for the inconvenience of no camera. I'm currently out of town. But yeah, NFLC, it was a incredible opportunity and something that I strongly recommend to any FBLA members in future years. Every year, NFLCs take place across the country, This year, they took place in Birmingham, in Denver, and in Washington, D.C. And I had the pleasure of attending Washington, D.C.'s NFLC. Essentially, it's a place to come together with FBLA members and attend all sorts of dynamic workshops, to receive awards, to participate in activities, all of those kinds of great things. It's also a really, really great opportunity for members across. This year at Washington, D.C.'s NFLC, Florida was recognized for having most individual chapters founded who are attend conference. So that was our recognition there. The workshops were quite incredible. I ended up running one on. So if you have the opportunity in the future to both attend the SFLC and the NFLC, I strongly recommend this country. I'm going to turn on. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ethan. And going to NFLC is a great way to get involved in FBLA. But we have with us Amanda tonight, who's going to explain to you how you can get more involved locally and statewide with FBLA, because there really are just so many opportunities. So with that, let me turn it over to Amanda.
So there are endless ways to become more involved in FBLA. Getting more involved could be as simple as going to an optional chapter or district event that is being hosted in your area. You can also participate in the state activity Keep Florida Beautiful, the state project Take Stock in Children, or the national project March of Dimes. All of these activities are fundamental parts of FBLA and are ways to become more involved. Because FBLA is truly what you make of it. These activities will teach you about your community, how to become a better person, and general life and business skills. Another way to get more involved is by completing the requirements for the BAA or the CSA. These awards are accompanied with high recognition and will push you to become future business leaders of America. And so throughout the year, as you get more involved in FBLA, one thing that some chapters struggle with is how to make meetings fun. Because as the crazy excitement of the new year has started to die down a little, you want to keep the chapter meetings interesting. And so here's some ways how to do it. So the meetings don't necessarily have to be just announcements. You can give your chapter something to look forward to by making themes for each chapter meeting. For example, a purple party where everyone wears purple would fit great with a March of a Dimes theme. You can also offer food. You don't have to give your chapter a full course meal, but advertise a little treat to draw attention. And now that everyone is enjoying a nice cupcake, you can have a large crowd that you can hold attention and inform of the new information in a fun, interactive way. Another way is for chapter awards, because everyone loves awards. Try influencing people to come by having a reward at the end of the meeting for the members that make the chapter meetings more engaging and attentive. And that's it. Back to you, Michael.
All right. Thank you so much, Amanda. I think that was an incredible description of how you can get more involved, and also how you can make your chapter meetings just that much more fun to entice your members to stay and join, and etc. And so I'd like to move on to another way where you can get more involved and you can be more of a part of FBLA. And I think that is through officer visits, through having the state officer team literally come to your chapter or to your district or your district event or whatever that may be, because that is really such an incredible opportunity. I think that I had the incredible experience of actually doing a few officer visits in the past month, and it was really an incredibly eye-opening experience. I remember going to District 2, and it was absolutely amazing. It was a 4-hour drive, but literally the people there made it so worth it. I remember going there and literally giving a 20-minute speech, but all the while it was just so hype, and the excitement there was just unreal. And I think that being able to bring someone from the state office, one of the state officers or someone from the state officer team, down to your district or your chapter really increases that excitement level and gets the members really hyped up and just excited for FBLA as a whole, because that's what it's all about, right? Having fun. And so I'd really like and encourage you guys to ask us as state officers to come visit you guys to benefit your chapters, and we would love to help in any way possible. And in fact, as a state officer team, we actually created a survey that we sent out to literally every chapter across the state to facilitate this process of making officer visits easier to schedule. And so make sure to ask your advisors about those officer visit surveys so that you guys can get more involved and you guys can have just make those officer meetings that much more exciting to. And also, I think an incredibly important part of these officer visits is just getting to know us. A lot of times you only get to see state officers on the state leadership conference stage or at the fall leadership conferences or something like that. But whenever you have the opportunity to actually have a state officer come to your meeting or to your district or to an event, then you get to meet these state officers personally. And we love to do that. I mean, literally, my favorite part about FBLA is getting to meet the members, and it's literally always so exciting and invigorating to be able to talk to you all personally. So we love it, and we love to help in any way possible to expand this organization and to better this organization as a whole. So don't be afraid to ask us to go out there and come to your chapters, no matter how far it is, no matter how out of the way. We would love to make that journey and come visit your chapter. So make sure to let us know about that. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to Rylan, who's going to talk about another really exciting thing, part of FBLA, and that is the American Enterprise Day. So Rylan, take it away.
Thank you, Michael. As you know, I am Rylan Gonzalez, the Region 5 Vice President. I'm here today to talk about everyone's favorite day, American Enterprise Day. And if you're nodding along and saying, of course, I love American Enterprise Day, or if you have no idea what that means, either one is fine because I'm here to help clarify. So basically, American Enterprise Day was last week. It was November 15th, and it is a day recognized by FBLA PBL every year in which members celebrate their free enterprise system and educate their fellow peers about it. So if you're now asking yourself, well, what is the free enterprise system? The free enterprise system is defined as a type of economy where products, prices, and services are determined by the market, not the government, which is essentially capitalism. So every year, FBLA PBL celebrates this economic freedom, this freedom to be able to have your enterprise out of the control of the government in America, hence American Enterprise Day. Personally, my chapter celebrated American Enterprise Day by Legos. We learned about the different steps of manufacturing, transportation, and sales by creating products from Legos. My product was a Lego brick, and let me tell you, that sucker sold. But through selling my Lego brick, I began to understand how the American enterprise system works, and beginning to understand how the American enterprise system works is what American Enterprise Day is all about. Thank you for letting me speak. Back to you, Michael.
Okay, thank you so much, Rylan, for that amazing description of the American Enterprise Day. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to one of a great friend of mine and a chapter president and an amazing member, an amazing person overall. I'd like to introduce Andre Benoit, who is here to talk about all the different aspects of FBLA that you need to know about to become a chapter president, all the ins and outs of that office and the benefits of being and holding a chapter office. So I'd like to turn it over to Andre, and Andre, take it away.
Thank you, Michael, and thank you to the entire state officer team for having me. My experience in FBLA has always been about overcoming obstacles. Whether it was running for chapter office or district office, or when my high school didn't have an FBLA chapter. If I hadn't taken on more challenges, we wouldn't have a chapter today. Me and my team have worked very hard to make those happen, but my advice to all FBLA members is to embrace FBLA. The more you involve yourself in FBLA, the more you'll get out of it. Being an FBLA means that you have a fantastic opportunity to help others in a way that most high school students don't get the opportunity to. Starting a new chapter at Pinellas Park has been a tough experience, but one I wouldn't change. Being a chapter and district officer has been a challenge, but it's also opened up so many opportunities, and I highly encourage everyone to run for whether that's chapter, district, state, or even national office. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Andre. That was absolutely amazing. And I'd like to say that Andre is really an inspiration for me and for a lot of us out there because he was able to successfully start a chapter, and that's incredible. That's mind-blowing. And so I'm so thankful for Andre for coming here and sharing what it's all like to be a chapter officer. And I'd like to turn it over now to and another amazing person, because I mean, why have one special guest when you can have two? Let's welcome Shruti Patel, who's here to talk about all the ins and outs of being a district officer. And I mean, Shruti, just take it away.
Hello. Hi. Thank you, Michael. So being a district officer has been a super rewarding experience. I've been a chapter president for 2 years, and this year I got to serve on our District 11 officer team. And in September, we had our executive council meeting where we met with all of the officers from all over our district, and they're super amazing people, and you get to meet so many people that way that are in your local area, but for some reason or another, you don't get to see them as often. But when you do, it's amazing to see what they've done in their own chapters and grown their own FBLA experience. And we talk about things like how to get the district more involved in the state initiatives, how to get the schools, individual schools involved in the district more. For example, we come up with different ideas in our meetings, such as Instagram takeovers, which are always great to see on the district level. We had our fall rally, which Rylan so graciously attended a few weeks ago, where we had guest speakers, team building activities, and we also held our own Thanksgiving drive. So in that way, we weren't just united as a district, but also got to represent ourselves as a greater unit within the community. So that was amazing to see within our district. And I encourage all of you guys to run for a district position and take on those initiatives on your own. Thank you very much. Back to you, Michael.
All right, thank you so much, Shruti. That was an incredible description of the district office, and I think that everyone out there had something to learn from your experience. I think you've done an incredible job with organizing volunteer opportunities and incredible opportunities for all of your members. And I mean, the district officers have such an important role for ensuring the vitality of this organization and to ensure that all of the members can benefit in some way or another. And so I'd really like to extend like a huge hand of gratitude to Shruti for coming here and speaking tonight to all of you guys. Thank you so much, Shruti. And so with that, I'd like to really just thank you all for coming tonight and listening to our webinar. It's a tad short because, I mean, it is the holiday season and a lot of our state officers are out, but in the future, they will be a lot longer. I hope that you continue to view these webinars. It's always going to be on the last Tuesday of every month at 8 p.m. So make sure you guys stay updated and stay informed with this organization. And I'd like to thank you guys again just so much for coming. If you haven't already, I'd like to encourage you to follow the FBLA Instagram page at FBLA PBL Florida. And I'd also like to say that a couple really, really exciting things are happening in terms of some things that the state officer team has been working on. We're actually releasing a care package really, really soon, which the whole state officer team has been working diligently on to provide you with all the necessary tools that you need to better your chapters and to be prepared for the district competitions that are coming up. And so I hope all of you take advantage of these materials that we're sending up and also the incredible opportunities that are coming up. And so make sure that you don't stress out about these district competitions, that you guys stay relaxed and have fun with all the opportunities that this organization has to offer. And so really, I just hope you guys take those opportunities, use them to better yourself, learn those skills, and go out there and make the world a better place. So with that, I'd like to open it up for a Q&A session with all of us. And so really all you have to do is, if you are watching this on YouTube, on the right there should be a little comment section. All you have to do is drop a comment and it'll pop up for us. And we'd love to answer those questions. So yeah, it doesn't look like we have any questions tonight, but I'd really like to thank everyone who's watching this. And
we got one that says, is it too late to compete?
Oh, okay. Is it too late to compete? No, definitely not.
No, definitely. Let me respond. No, definitely not.
So yeah, so if you have a question to ask, there's actually a live commenting box to the side of the video. That's where you should drop in your comments, your questions. But in regards to the competitions, yeah, so the district competitions are coming up soon. You should have already registered for your competitive event, but other than that, no, it is definitely not too late to compete. If you had registered for a competition, right now is the time when you should be practicing and preparing and asking your advisor for practice materials and things like that to get ready for those competitions that are coming up. Yeah. You guys have anything to add? No?
Beautifully said.
Okay, so any other questions? Is there anything that you guys, the other state officers, or Andre or Shruti, anything you guys want to add? Anything you guys want to mention to the members before we close it off tonight? No?
We have
Okay.
another. Actually, wait.
Oh, we have another question? Wow.
Andre, what has been your biggest challenge in FBLA?
Okay.
If you don't place, can you still attend state?
Yes. As a member at large, I believe you can do. It's something you have to discuss with your chapter about, but it is possible to attend state even if you don't qualify.
Oh,
Okay, so what my biggest challenge has been throughout my time in FBLA was definitely when I graduated from middle school. The high school I was attending didn't have an FBLA chapter. That was obviously pretty difficult to overcome. However, we were able to, with the help of me and my two other friends that were coming from that middle school, we were able to get an FBLA chapter started, and we had 40 members our first year.
Yeah, that's definitely a challenge. Okay. Thank you guys so much for asking questions. We really appreciate that. I think it's always good to, teachers always say, if one person has a question, literally everyone has that same question. So definitely don't be afraid to ask questions. Always, if you guys are listening out there, definitely encourage all of your peers in FBLA to watch these webinars, especially for these Q&A sessions, because if you have a question, we can definitely try and answer it. So yeah. All right. Is there any other questions you guys see popping up? No? All right. Okay, with that, I hope you guys all have had an incredible Thanksgiving break and keep on having an incredible Thanksgiving break. I hope you guys, stay warm. It's getting kind of cold-ish. So yeah, just have an amazing time over the break. Enjoy your time outside of school, and I hope all of you take advantage of these opportunities that FBLA has to offer. Do amazing in your district competitions, and I wish all of you guys a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and have a wonderful night.